Dear cadets, a very good morning to you all. How are you? I hope all of you are fine at your sweet home with your near and dear ones. And I also hope that you all are safe and sound and no one is affected by corona. Right? Cadets, today I'm going to teach you a new topic. Our topic's name is article. And before starting our topic, I'd like to tell you what your learning outcome will be. That is, after the lesson, you will be able to learn new vocabularies and you will be able to understand the proper use of article in the proper place, both while speaking and writing. Cadets, this topic is new in this class, but earlier also you have learned this topic, right? What is article? Yes, article is a kind of determiner which determine something. Normally, we see articles before noun, right? And there are two types of articles. One is indefinite article and another one is definite article. Okay, what is indefinite article? Yes, the article which does not make anything definite is called indefinite article. And there are two indefinite articles. One is a and another one is an. Next, definite article. Okay, what's the definition of definite article? Yes, the article which makes something specific is called definite article. And there is only one definite article, that is the. Okay, dear cadets, now let's know a few examples of both indefinite article and definite article. At first, see, he has a pen. Okay, this pen is not definite, right? I bought a book. This is an elephant. He took an apple. Next, definite article. If you say, I saw the bird, that means you saw that very bird, and that very bird is definite here. Then, I read the book. Then, Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh. Okay, here, before the term capital, you have seen that we have used the. Why? Because there is only one capital in a country, and in Bangladesh, the name of that capital is Dhaka. So, Dhaka is definite or specific here. And for that very reason, we are telling Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh. Dear cadets, I am giving you a trick in order to find where definite article will be. See the trick. If you see that after a noun there is a preposition of and after that of there is another word, then before the first noun there will be placed the. Okay. In the next slides also we will be watching this very rule. Now let's see a few uses of a and an. Okay, these are very common. You see a hen, a book, a pen, an apple, an egg, an orange. Now, dear cadets, see, before hen, we have given a, but before apple, we have given an. Why? Because H is consonant, and before consonant we use A. And for apple, A is a vowel, and before vowel we use N. Yes, you have been learning this very rule since your very childhood, right? But the exact rule is that we will not use A or N for the letter vowel or consonant. Rather, we will specify A and N for the sound, vowel or consonant. If the beginning sound of a word is vowel, then we will use N, and if the beginning sound is of consonant, then we will use A. We will be observing this very rule in the next slide, or in this slide also few examples are here that you will be able to see. Now, see, a horse, a historian, an honest man, an hour. See, in number 2, we have seen the rule, what I have just told you. That is, here you see, all the words have the same letter at the beginning, that is H. For horse, H. For historian, H. For honest man, here H. For hour, here H. So, why we have used A before horse and historian, and why have we used N before honest and hour? Yes, dear cadets, this is that very rule. That is, for honest, though the spelling begins with H, that is consonant, but the pronunciation or the sound begins with that of the vowel. And so we have used N here. Okay. Next, a UV, a European, a uniform, a university, a useful metal. Dear cadets, now see, in all the words, the beginning letters are vowel, but still we have used A here. Why? Because firstly, you see the example here. If the pronunciation of E or U starts with that of U, then before that very word we will use A. See, A-U-V. Okay, so the pronunciation has started with U, and that's why we have used A instead of N. Then a European, then a uniform, a university, a useful metal. Next, you see an open field, an open heart surgery, an opera, an orange, a one-taka note, a one-eyed man. Here, for O, we see both N and A can be used. How? For open, we have seen that the pronunciation begins with O, and so we have used N. But for one, the pronunciation begins with Wa, and for that very reason, before one, we have used A. Okay. Next, an MBBS, an FCPS, an MA, a BA, a BSc. Here, though M and F are consonants, before uttering these, we use A. That is, before uttering M, we have to first use the sound A, then M. Okay? So, the same thing happens with F. And for that very reason, we have used N before MBBS and FCPS. But in the places MA, BA, or BSc, you see for MA there is N, but for BA there is A, and for BSc also there is A. Dear cadets, now let's see some other uses of A and N. Rule number 1. Before same type of singular common noun, there will be a or an. See, a tiger is a dangerous animal. Then an ant is an industrious insect. So before tiger, we have used a. And before dangerous animal, we have used a too. Then before ant, we have used an because of the sound. And before industrious also, we have used an because of the vowel sound. Now, dear cadets, you may ask a question or a question may arise in your mind that I have told you we use determiner or this article before the noun. Then how can we use this determiner a before dangerous? And this dangerous is adjective. So how can we use a before an adjective? Yes, dear cadets. Before an adjective, we can use article. When? If we see after that adjective there is a noun, then that very noun is the main word or root word. And for that very noun, we use article. So here, the main word is not dangerous, rather the main word is animal. So that is a animal. Okay, we cannot tell a animal, rather we have to tell an animal. But for dangerous, we have used a. That is a dangerous animal. Next, rule number 2. In order to mean one singular person or object, there will be a or an. Like, he bought an orange and he lives in a tiny room. Next, in order to express something of the same types, that is the same, the certain, before singular common noun, there will be a or an. Here you see, birds of a feather flock together. Here, birds are of the same type and that's why we have used a before feather. Then, criminals are of a character. Here, a indicates the same. Then, there lived a farmer. Here, a farmer is a common noun and before the singular common noun, we have used a. Next, in order to mean preposition, sometimes we use article and that is called disguised preposition. Okay? See, if you say he went a shopping or she went a fishing. Okay, dear cadets, it can be, right? I have just told in the reverse way, but it can be. And here we can see the examples. He went a fishing and she went a shopping. Here, what does a mean? A means on, and that on is actually preposition. But instead of that preposition, we have used a. And for that very reason, a is called disguised preposition here. Okay. Next, rule number 5. Before the plural noun, few, little, good, many, lot of, great many, good deal, there will be a or an. Sometimes after many, there will be a or an. See, I have a few friends here. Dear cadets, a few means a few. That can be 2 or 3. But if you tell, I have few friends here, that indicates that you have no friend at all. Okay? Then the library has a lot of books. The rich man has a good deal with money. Many a man was present in the meeting. My dear cadets, there is also another grammatical rule lying in this very sentence, that is, many a man was present in the meeting. That can be right form of verb. See, after many if we use A, then after that very article A, we must use a singular noun, that is man. So after man, you can never use any plural verb, right? After man, you'll have to use singular verb. So we'll have to use was here. But if you just omit the article A from this very sentence, what will it be? It will be many men was present in the meeting. But dear cadets, that sentence is wrong because after many men, you cannot tell was, or the matter is that after many, you can never use a singular noun. You'll have to use a plural noun, that is many men. And after that plural noun, there must come plural verb, that is where. So many men were present in the meeting, or many a man was present in the meeting. The meaning is same, okay? Now, rule number 6. See, before numerical words, dozen, hundred, thousands, million, couple, score, there will be a. Then, in order to mean exclamation, that is after what, how, why, there will be a. Okay? You can say, what a beautiful lady, or how nice a bird. Next, rule number 8. After singular common noun, quite, many, rather, but, more, there comes a or an. You can say, he is rather a gentleman, or you are but a child. Here, but means only. That can be, you are only a child. Next, rule number 9. Before Mr. or Mrs. or Miss, there comes a or an. A Mr. Ashik called in his house. Next, a Mrs. Habiba sought his help. Here, the meaning is a bit different from the traditional meaning that we'll come to know in our next classes. Okay? Now, dear cadets, you cannot use article in before every words, right? So you need to know where you'll have to omit article. First, see omission of a or an. It will be incorrect if you say we have a dinner at 8 p.m. Rather, for making it correct, you'll have to say we have dinner at 8 p.m. That is, before dinner, you cannot use a, though dinner is a noun. Next, in the same way, it will be incorrect if you say, we had good breakfast yesterday. And it will be correct if we say, we had a good breakfast yesterday. See, in the first sentence, no article, that is no a is used. But in the second sentence, a is used. Why? Okay, the very reason is that here, before breakfast, there is an adjective, good, and which specify this very noun, breakfast. And for that specification, we have used a here, okay? And before dinner, there is no adjective, and for that very reason, we will not use any a. Next, birds are beautiful. You cannot tell a birds are beautiful, or cows are useful. You cannot tell a cow is useful because all the cows are useful, right? And all the birds are beautiful. Next, he gave me some information. Dear cadets, before information, you cannot tell a because information is an uncountable noun. And before uncountable noun, you cannot use a or an, right? For that very reason, you have to use some here as a determiner. Next, we take tea. Before tea, you cannot use a. Or he drinks water. Before water, you cannot use a, right? But give me a glass of water. Here, before glass of water, you have to use a. But before water, you cannot use a because water is uncountable now, right? Now, let's see the use of definite article. When you make something specific, then you'll have to use the. For example, see, the boy is reading. Here, only one specific boy is mentioned here. And for that very reason, you'll have to use the here. And again, the girl is singing. Now, the cow gives us milk. Dear kids, see here, cow indicates the nation of cow. Okay, and so we have used the here, and the cow indicates the plural form of cow. Okay, it's not a singular form of cow. You cannot tell a cow gives us milk. No, because only one cow doesn't give you milk. Rather, the cow, that is, all the cows give you or give us milk. In the same way, you can say the rose is beautiful flower. Here, the rose is a common noun, like the cow is a common noun. Okay. Again, you cannot tell the man is mortal. It is incorrect. You have to tell man is mortal. Here, this rule is a bit different from other animals because for other animals we use normally the, but for man we do not use the. Okay, here articles will be omitted. Next, for indicating some islands or mountains or sheep, we use the, as for example, the Andamans, the Himalayas, the Titanic. And then before the name of newspaper or the holy book, we use the, like the Holy Quran, the Daily Sun. Again, the sun, the earth, moon. Those are actually one single thing. Those are specific, and that's why we use the here. Next, normally before the name of any country, we do not use any specific or definite article, that is the. But if that very country indicates some bunch of other things or other states, then before that very country we use the, like the USA or the Punjab, and you can also say the UK. Okay, then the 10th March, here you see after 10 you have used th, 10th, and it has made this very date definite, and so you have to use the here, the 10th March. If you tell March 10, then there will be no article. Okay, but for 10th you have to use the here. And then again before the common noun, here we'll have to use article, that is the definite article, the rich, the poor, the Muslims. Here, dear cadets, see one thing. Actually, rich, poor, these are noun. Sorry, these are adjectives, right? Only Muslim is noun here. So, before rich or poor, that is before the adjectives, if you use the definite article the, then those very adjectives become the common noun. Here, rich and poor are common noun. They are no more adjective. Okay. Again, you see, he is the best boy in the class. So best boy is only one, right? So in order to make it definite or make the boy definite, we have used the here. Then the diamond of Africa is famous. Okay, dear cadets, I have told you earlier that After a noun, if you see of and after that of, there is another noun, then before the very first noun, we'll have to use the. So the diamond of Africa is famous. Then the great Akbar was a mighty ruler. Here, before the name Akbar, you cannot use any they. But as you have used another adjective here, that is great, so before this very great, you have to use the. Then the Khans, the Pathans, they are of their definite clan. So in order to specify those clans, we have used the here. Then eggs are sold by the dozens. Here it is made specific. Again, I can't play the guitar. The cowboy can play the flute well. Again, Marconi invented the radio. The bicycles is an easy means of transport. Okay, you can use are here too. The bicycles are an easy means of transport, but that will not be proper because though bicycles seem to be a plural noun because there are two cycles, right? But the bicycles is actually one vehicle, and for that very reason you'll have to use singular verb here. Again, the specific nouns, that is the president, the prime minister, the headmaster. Dear kids, now see the omission of definite article. Here, at first you see the Gitanjali of Rabindranath. Okay, before Gitanjali there must come the, because this is specific, but before Rabindranath, that is proper noun, you have to omit the article. You cannot use the or a here, right? Then he is going to park. You cannot tell he is going to the park. Next, Bangla is our mother language. English is an international language. Dear cadets, in rule number 3, there is a mistake and you'll have to find out the mistake, okay? You must tell me in the comment section that you have found it. I hope all of you will be able to see it. And this is for understanding that you have listened to the lecture very attentively, okay? Now, the English language is international. Okay, dear cadets, see the difference. English is an international language. You are not telling the English is an international language, because if you tell the English, that means one Englishman or the English people. So here you cannot use that because here English is a language, but the English language is international. Here actually the noun is language here, and English, though a noun, has been used as adjective here because English has qualified the noun language here. And so here before English we can use the. Next, Lake Superior, Lake Baikal, Lake Caspian. Next, Friday is holiday. No need to tell, Friday is a holiday. Then, fever has broken out in the home. You cannot tell the fever has broken out. Then, Allah has created us. Then, raise your right hand. Put off your shirt. Again, you cannot tell I'm going by the bus. No. You will have to say I'm going by bus or by train or by launch. Dear all, that's all for today. Your homework is you will write down one example for each rule taught in this class. And next you see the question pattern. You must use it or you must practice it at your home. Thank you very much, my dear cadets. Before ending our today's class, I'd like to remind you of the fact that the whole world is suffering from the corona pandemic still now, right? So you must be cautious. Please make your friends, family that is your parents and siblings, cautious regarding the fact that still now we're not safe. So we'll have to follow the rules. We'll have to use mask if we go outside and use hand sanitizer frequently. Okay, so stay fine. That's all for today. All of you, please stay safe. I hope you're safe return. I hope we will meet soon. Dear kids, Allah Hafiz.